2025 is already delivering some of the most exciting adventures the Nintendo Switch has ever seen. This is the ultimate list of the top 15 new Switch games you need to play right now. The year is 1934. You step into the role of Nora, a woman whose heart is driven by love and haunted by mystery, as she sets sail across the ocean in search of her missing husband. Her journey leads her to a forgotten tropical island deep in the South Pacific, where emerald jungles swallow ancient ruins and every corner hides secrets waiting to be unearthed. This is not a tale of combat, but one of exploration and discovery, where each puzzle you solve brings you closer to uncovering the island's uncanny truths. With a captivating voice performance by Cissy Jones, Nora's story feels intimate and powerful, pulling you deeper into her fragile line between reality and imagination.
I'm scared of what it means. I feel the call of something deep within. Whispers of things long forgotten. Will we be forgotten too? What did you find here, Harry?
From the quiet of mystery to pure cartoon chaos, Garfield Kart 2 All You Can Drift puts the world's most famous lazy cat on the racetrack. Garfield, Odie, John, Nermal, Liz, and more jump behind the wheel in colorful, over-the-top circuits that look ripped straight from a comic strip. One track throws you into pirate adventures, another drags you across dusty cowboy trails, and the next has you zipping through detective-style mazes, each filled with shortcuts, hazards, and mayhem. Every kart can be customized with bumpers, spoilers, and wheels to fit your style before you battle friends in split screen or compete online with up to 8 racers. This isn't realism, it's wild fun, packed with nostalgia, laughter, and just the right amount of lasagna-fueled madness. Step into the raw intensity of Baki Hanma Blood Arena, where the spirit of the cult anime explodes into fast-paced 2D fighting. Imagine a blend of punch-out precision and shonen ferocity as you go toe-to-toe with a roster of 12 brutal opponents, each wielding a unique style that keeps you on edge. One moment you're ducking a devastating haymaker, the next you're countering with a flash of anime-inspired special moves. Every match is drenched in energy, bold artwork, exaggerated expressions, underground arenas transforming into grand stages, and a soundtrack that pulses with every strike. This is not just about winning fights, it's about feeling the grit, emotion, and triumph behind every clash.
You did never hit this hard!
Darkness takes center stage in Mandragora, Whispers of the Witch Tree. You become the Inquisitor of Faelduum, set on a mission to root out heresy in a world where entropy itself slowly suffocates all life. The atmosphere is thick and foreboding. Shadowed forests, ruined cathedrals, and cursed wastelands all whisper of secrets just beyond reach. This is a layered, choice-driven adventure, where 6 playable classes, branching talent trees, and moral decisions shape not only your character but the destiny of the entire realm. Combat balances precise Souls-like challenge with smooth action RPG fluidity, demanding strategy, and rewarding mastery. A journey where you don't just play, you endure, you grow, and you carve your place in Faelduum's fate. The long wait ends. Hollow Knight. Silksong has finally arrived. This is not simply a sequel, but a full new chapter in Team Cherry's masterpiece. This time, Hornet steps into the spotlight, carrying the mantle as the lone protagonist. You'll descend into Farloom, a land just as haunting as it is breathtaking, filled with moss-draped caverns, mist-shrouded valleys, and golden cities that beg to be explored. The familiar Metroidvania design has evolved into something grander, faster, and sharper, where combat is quicker, challenges more punishing, and rewards even more satisfying. Christopher Larkin's sweeping orchestral score once again breathes life into every step of your journey, while the game's scope, once intended as a DLC, has blossomed into a true standalone epic. Strategy lovers, this one is for you. Dark Deity 2 brings tactical role-playing back to the Switch with more depth, customization, and intensity than ever before. Building on the Fire Emblem-inspired foundation of the first game, the sequel expands every system. More strategic decisions, more ways to develop your heroes, and more battlefield drama. Each skirmish demands foresight, with terrain advantages, squad choices, and randomizer options, ensuring no two campaigns feel the same. Beyond the story, there's a campaign customization system and endless replayability, letting you shape the war exactly how you want it.
We can't risk people's lives in the mercy of this beast.
You're wrong! That fate is exactly what I'm afraid of. You're destroying our last chance at peace! You! Sildarin curse!
Step into the bizarre, the grotesque, and the heartbreakingly absurd with NetherWorld. You play as Midu, a jellyfish drowning in grief and alcohol after losing love, wandering through a pixel art nightmare filled with seedy bars, criminals, cultists, and twisted outcasts. This is not a typical hero's journey, it's dark comedy wrapped in surreal storytelling, where conversations with prostitutes, mob bosses, and disturbed children are just another day in this broken society. But the chaos goes further. Wild minigames throw you into drinking contests, roguelite dungeon crawls as a tick named Joe, and boss fights that let you weaponize whatever you can grab. It's strange, it's raw, and it balances disturbing humor with gut-punch emotion. Ayana's journey begins on the untamed frontier in Above Snakes, a survival sandbox drenched in Wild West atmosphere. You'll farm, hunt, and craft, but at your own pace, building a life in a modular world made up of over 100 unique tiles you can shape and arrange. This is a game of freedom. You can build a homestead, plant crops, or simply fish by a quiet pond while the sun sets. Yet danger always lingers. Hungry beasts roam the wilderness. Biomes present their own survival challenges, and the undead lost souls threaten to break the peace you've built. With its handcrafted isometric art and blend of cozy exploration with light survival mechanics, it feels like Stardew Valley wandered into the frontier, then whispered secrets of something darker. The Knightling is a whimsical open-world action-adventure where you take up the shield of a young knight in training, searching for his lost mentor, Sir Lionstone. The world of Clisea bursts with color, charm, and a sense of discovery, inviting you to deflect blows with your legendary shield, slide across fields, and unleash its mysterious Calirium power in creative combat. Every town, secret, and challenge you uncover adds to the feeling of growing into a true hero. The Knightling still promises a heartfelt, adventurous journey filled with courage, growth, and a shield that defines destiny. Bright, fast, and playful, Makis Adventure is a charming indie platformer that mixes classic 2D action with quirky exploration. You control Maki, a shapeshifter who can swap between human form and 3 different shark transformations, each bringing new movement and combat tricks. Levels are vibrant and energetic. You'll dash, wall jump, and bite through colorful enemies before diving into the sea for smooth aquatic action. Between stages, a 3D hub world lets you fly to new islands, chat with eccentric NPCs, tackle ring challenges, fish, and uncover hidden treasures. It's lighthearted but layered, blending dungeon-style challenges with Metroidvania exploration. Forget wheels. Smoots' Crazy Wave throws you onto the water in a chaotic, cartoonish arcade racer, where every race feels like a splash of pure fun. You'll pick from quirky Smoots characters and take on twisting water circuits filled with sharp turns, wild obstacles, and power-ups that turn each heat into unpredictable mayhem. Race modes range from straightforward slaloms to power-up chaos, and even a watery battle royale where only the sharpest racers stay afloat. Designed for 1 to 4 players locally, it's all about competitive energy and laughs with friends. Bright visuals, a playful vibe, and accessible controls make it the kind of game that anyone can pick up and enjoy. And at under $10, Smoots' Crazy Wave is a small price ticket to hours of family-friendly aquatic chaos. The legend returns. Shinobi Art of Vengeance revives Joe Musashi in a hand-drawn 2D action platformer crafted by Lizard Cube, the studio behind Streets of Rage 4 and Wonder Boy, The Dragon's Trap. This is classic ninja action reimagined for modern players, blending stylish katana strikes, kunai volleys, and dazzling ninjutsu arts into fast, fluid combat. The story strikes hard. Musashi's village lies in ruins, his clan cursed into stone, and only vengeance remains. Alongside his loyal dog companion Yamato, you'll fight across beautifully drawn stages, chaining combos and mastering upgrades like amulets and special abilities. With its lush visuals, tight controls, and cinematic flair, it feels like stepping into a living anime revenge tale.
A part of the whole. This is the mastery of Shinobi.
Recycling Center Simulator takes something every day and turns it into a surprisingly addictive journey of growth and grit. You play as a hands-on entrepreneur building an empire out of waste, collecting trash from across the city, negotiating deals, and dragging it all back to your center. From there, plastics, metals, and paper each need to be sorted, processed, and transformed into something profitable. The more you work, the more you earn, and every upgrade expands your factory into a true recycling powerhouse. It's not glamorous, but it's satisfying, turning trash into treasure, one machine at a time. History takes a bold alternate turn in Grit and Valor, 1949. The war is over, but in this dieselpunk reimagining, Axis forces unleash massive war machines across Europe. You step into the shoes of resistance leaders piloting mechs of your own, fighting tooth and nail to deliver an EMP that could change everything. Combat blends real-time tactics with roguelite intensity, pushing you to think about every unit's placement, every terrain advantage, and every customization choice for your squad. Waves of enemies and towering boss mechs test your resolve, making every victory feel earned and every defeat a lesson. Released at $19.99, this isn't a story of simple good versus evil. It's a desperate struggle written in steel, smoke, and relentless resistance. Neon lights flicker, fists fly, and every object around you becomes a weapon. This is Karate Survivor, a roguelite brawler that feels straight out of an 80s action movie. You play as a martial arts master who turns the city streets into an arena, grabbing whatever's at hand, chairs, fish, bottles, to create brutal, improvised combos. Each run is packed with new techniques to unlock, new weapons to discover, and new enemies to pummel across wave after wave of relentless action. It's gritty, stylish, and unapologetically fun. A love letter to classic beat-em-ups with a roguelite twist that keeps it fresh every time you play.